Alright guys, we're out here fishing today at the Lost Lake, and I did catch a bluegill when I first got in here. And we're using some gulp minnows. We might use some Rebel topwater baits. Took me a while to catch one, about an hour. Been out here so far using this gulp alive minnow, and finally caught one. it's definitely July in this lake. You always catch them out a little bit deeper in the water, and I caught one earlier. I just didn't get it on video, unfortunately. Sorry about that. It was a small bluegill. I've had like 30-40 days out here. That was during the spawn, but it's not quite the spawn this year, this time of year. I picked up that little bluegill. There should be some bluegill over here, bass. That's basically what you're catching here is bluegill and bass. But last year it was one fish after another. Unreal. But you know, usually like in July and August, the fish are out deeper, away from the bank. Usually in early spring, like during the spawn, they're near the banks. You won't ever catch them near the banks in like July and August. But you will pick up a few stragglers, like out in the deep parts of the water. That's where I'm going right now. The wind keeps blowing me back. But there's a good spot up here with a small tree down over here, or a piece of metal structure, that usually I catch a few fish around. But the majority of the bass now are out here following these small shad and other little game fish out here in the deep parts of the water. And we might catch one over here. This is a really good spot for them too, because they're out here by this tree usually. Oh, there's one right there, guys. Speaking of the devil, we got another one. That's probably a small bluegill. Yeah, it's a bluegill. That ain't bad though. I mean, that's the second bluegill of the day. It's a little tiny one. Right there. Caught one right off the bat, guys. It's a nice little bluegill. This is a good spot right here for him. Oh, he got that in his mouth sideways. How in the heck did that happen? Well, at least they ain't full of eggs right now. There we go. Nice little tiny bluegill, guys, right there. If you see it. But we caught one right here by this tree limb with a gulp live minnow and a size 1/32 hook right here in jig head. Throw it back out in that same spot. I bet you catch another one. Sometimes they'll hit it just as soon as it hits the water. Depends on. I barely. Oh, there goes another one right there, guys. That's fish number 3. It's a little bit bigger than the last one. Fighting a little bit harder. Might be a bass. Right there, guys. Oh, big old bluegill, guys. Look at the size of that sucker. That was a little bit bigger than the last one I caught. The first one I caught. That's another one right there, boys. Looky there. Nice little bluegill right there, guys. Throw them back. Of course, I wet my hand every time so the fish don't get damaged. But yeah, I got me a nice little hole here. Right up in that tree limb right there. Always a good spot this time of year, June. Catch several fish in that spot. Alrighty, guys. Catch another one right by that tree limb. That was one after the other. I tried that other side of the lake and did not get one hit. But when I come down here on the back end of the lake, near that down tree stump, oh, there's another one, but I missed him. Oh, I missed him. Yes, sirree, I missed him hard. But he's in there. Right there by that structure, right there is where they're at. By that tree limb. There must be a tree or something down there. I don't know what it is, but it's like a tree limb sticking out. But I'm getting some hits over here for sure. with this Gulp Live minnow. This Gulp Live minnow should be illegal, guys. I'm telling you, as many fish as I catch on these things, they should be illegal. But I'm gonna work this hole because this seems to be like where they're at right now in the deeper part of the water. Well, if I have a 3-fish day, at least I came out here and didn't get skunked. Well, gotta reposition the boat, but I know where they're at because they keep hitting along the same little stretch up here. You're tangling my reel. Yeah, I don't get no tangle. That's the bad thing about your line getting beat up by bass and stuff like that. They tend to get snagged up a lot. But I'm gonna work this spot until I catch another one. I had a few hits. I caught 3 in the same spot, so they're up in this little section away from the bank. I really ain't been catching much near the bank, but the rod I'm using here, guys, is a Lew's Laser, and there's one right there, guys. Caught another one. There we go, a little bluegill right there. Wasn't even paying attention. He just nailed the snot out of it, guys. There you guys go, bluegill number 4. Thought it was gonna be a crap day, but hey, we're catching them. That's all that matters. Ain't got a bass hit yet, but usually these bass in here will hit just about anything. Yeah, same spot right there by that down tree limb. Sometimes it'll just hit the dang ground. Just let it sit a minute. They'll hit it on the drop, man. But you just, the way you want to run these is run slow. Oh, I'm snagged. Okay, we got the snag up, guys. Sorry about that. That tree limb got me snagged. I guess the wind blew me into it. I'm gonna try to throw it past the tree limb and then work my way in. That's where I was catching them pretty much, in this deep water. But there's a little tree limb here out in the middle of this lake. I always have really good luck around this tree limb every year I come out here. Caught a couple bass out here last year too around this tree limb. It's where they're in that cover out deep, I guess, because spawning's over. They like it deep. Yeah, that's 4 fish today. I didn't get the first fish on camera because I was basically doing search bait fishing, and I like to see what works, and I guess this will work out here. But yeah, we caught 4 of them so far, or 5, I can't remember. I think about 4 of them. Had a couple of them just nail the snot out of that lure. Oh yeah, they're out deep. You can see them out here flopping around. Caught a couple nice ones right there. I snagged on that darn log again. Yep. All right, I got the second snag out. I'm gonna throw it past this tree limb here because I know wind keeps nailing me into the tree limb, but they seem to be out deep, so we might catch another one out here in the deep end. Bluegill or maybe a bass or something. There's one right there, fellas. You got one right now, guys. Well, it's not a bad one. Not a bad one indeed. Nice little bluegill right here, guys. Got another one. All right. Nice little bluegill here. How in the heck I hook him in the side of the face, man? I mean, he hooked himself like a daggum chimney train, freight train here. There we go. We got him. That's a good size one. Ain't terrible. It's about the size you catch them out here anyways. Another nice little beater bluegill. Nothing to talk about, brag about, but it's a bluegill. Our bait's done tore up. We're going to use another one of these Gulp Live chartreuse minnows. Try to catch another one, guys. It's not too bad of a day, I guess. You just got to know how to fish these lakes. If you've been out here long enough, you know how to catch fish out here. And I've been out in this lake several years now, and I pretty much know the pattern out here with these little buggers during the spawn and after the spawn. So we'll tear them up here. Let me go get repositioned here and over it out in that same spot. Boy, they thump it too. Them bluegill are just highly aggressive. But that's all that's out here really, is bass and bluegill and stuff like that. You know, there ain't nothing really too substantial out here. I think there's smallmouth too. I hooked into one smallmouth last year. I just didn't get him in. Of course, that last fish got me out of my spot there, but I might catch one here. If not, I gotta go into this spot up here because I saw them jumping over here. Anywhere you see a fish jump is usually where you usually key in on, especially if you got like depth finders and stuff like that, or fish finders. You find where they're jumping, you key in on that spot and stay in that spot. You usually catch more than one fish, at least until you play that spot out. And you know, like I said, we got all tangled up here a little bit. Ain't too bad, I reckon. But we'll get us into a good spot up here. It's a little windy though. Not like it was yesterday though, man. It was windy, raining. But this seems to be a really good spot up here. This is where I've caught a few of them so far. Hopefully we catch a bass. Usually the bass will nail anything in this lake here. There's one right there, fellas. Oh man, I just let my rod down for a minute and I got me another big old bluegill. Oh, it ain't big, but it's probably, oh yeah, that's a good one. Ain't terrible. It's a nice little bluegill. Man, I'm tearing them up. You just gotta find the spot where they're at and then you nail them. That's a nice one right there, fellas. Ladies and gents. And besides that one, you pumped the spine in me. Try to grab him by the lip there. There you guys go, right there. It's a nice little eater. It's a good size one to eat. All the other ones have been small so far. They ain't terrible though. Hey, I found the spot, dude. I'm slaying them. All right, I didn't even let it hit the water before that little booger hit it. It was taking off with it. I'll be about 6 or 7 fish so far, which ain't terrible. Man, I just let it sit for a minute and then bam, he just took off with it. Usually them big ones, they'll just rip it out, man. I might have to readjust myself again, because that spot is like right over here by this stump over here. Seems to be where they're all keying in on. But hey, at least I ain't gonna have a skunk day like I normally have. Man, I mean, I just threw it out there, man, and let it sit because I had to readjust the kayak. That's one of the drags about fishing in a kayak. Occasionally you gotta readjust yourself because of the wind. But man, let me tell you guys, that spot is good, and I'm gonna try to get back in it if I can. Try to stay away from that darn tree limb again. That tree limb kept snagging me up. Wind was blowing me up in there. But I think we got a good little spot up in here. I think I know where I'm gonna cast up here by this here tree limb here. So I've been getting nailed left and right over here. I mean, as soon as it hits the water, boy, they just take off with it. Boy, he took off with it, man. I barely let it hit the water, man. He just took off with it, guys. That last one was a nice one, boy. He about jerked the rod out of my hands while I wasn't paying attention. That's the thing about fishing, man. With these gold minnows, man. You can let them sit in the water, man. They'll just nail the crap out of them. It don't matter. But I'm fishing deeper because, you know, they're not near the bank. If I did catch one near the bank, I'd have to use crankbaits in order to catch them. I might do that, switch it up to a small crankbait and work those shoals and them points. Oh, this wind is definitely picked up. Yeah, that's one of the things about fishing in the wind in a kayak. Unless you had a trolling motor or small little paddles or something, dude, you ain't gonna be able to get around very well. But once you catch the pattern down in early July, after the spawn, usually you'll key in on a lot of fish to know where to catch them. Usually they're on the outline of the bank in the deeper water. Just by slow rolling a small jig head and maybe a gulp minnow or some kind of, you know, trout magnet type of bait, you'll nail them up in here. Usually good colors this time of year are chartreuse, tiger fly colors like that, and you know, white bone and stuff like that is a good color. Yeah, the wind keeps throwing me away from the spot I liked. But the rod I'm using here is the Lew's HS Laser Speed Stick Ultralight. They also make them in a medium light as well. It's a one-piece rod with a Shimano Sienna reel, which I think we're played out over here, to be honest. Either that, I gotta get back into that spot again in order to catch one. I try to bring y'all a fishing video when I can. It's been kind of touch and go because I've been helping my friend work on his apartment, and really hadn't had time to go fishing this year that much. Early spring we tore them up in the spring, but here right now, we're in July now, so the fish are going to be moving off the bank into the deeper parts of the water. So we're going to try to get back into that spot we were in. I was getting some good luck on, but that wind just keeps blowing me all out of the spot here. That's part of fishing though, guys. One minute you're in a good spot, the next minute you're not. It should be a good spot right there. I might catch one right here. Usually you stick to a same spot with bluegill, they school in like one area. And like just like that. Oh man. Something hit it. Well, you can tell it got hit. It's knocked that little plastic bait all around. Well, had another nice hit there. Probably daggone bluegill. Try to get situated here again. Yeah, a lot of them are past that stupid little tree that's down over there. I just don't want to try to snag that tree again. But I'm gonna try to catch another one over there. Sometimes it's fast in here when you're catching fish. Sometimes it isn't. Gotta readjust this bait. It tore it up so bad. Try to get back around this tree stump here. Because down trees where they're all at, man. I've been getting hit after hit over here. It's right over in that corner over there is where I always get a hit. Sometimes you just let it sink for a little bit and then reel it slow. And just like that, oh man, something hit it. Yeah, that's the spot, guys. He nailed the snot out of it. Gotta rehook this bait again. Of course, line got wrapped around the eye. That's not good. All right, we got the snag out, guys. Man, I can't believe that. It knotted around the dang-gum corner. But I know where that fish is now. He's over here in this little corner. Of course, that was a lousy cast, but you never know. We still might nail one right here. That's the thing about fishing. I'm gonna have to edit this video when I get home. It's gonna be a pain in the hindquarters, guys. But with this technique, you could slay fish, man, like nobody's business. And you know, get a bigger bag limit of fish. That's a better cast. Right there is a good spot. Feels like something might have hit it. That's the thing about fishing. We're like early morning here, guys, like mid-afternoon. It's not really good for fishing in the mid-afternoon like it is right now. I don't know, it's like 11 or 12 in the morning here. But we might catch another one. I had something hit it when I threw it over there, and then my line got knotted all up in my eye on the end of the rod. That's the thing about fishing, guys. Expect the unexpected. It feels like something nailed it when it hit the water. Again, I probably got to replace this bait because it's shot. But I had something nail it earlier. It's a pretty good size hit. Probably from a bigger bluegill. I might have to get back up in that spot again because the wind kind of blew me down away from it again. That's the only thing I don't like about fishing, guys. When you go fishing, you get birds' nests, or you get tangles in your line and stuff. It really messes your day up for fishing. But we're gonna get right back by this log again and try to catch another one, because I did have a big hit over here. It was a lousy cast. Still might catch something with it though. Heck, I can't even get the reel freaking closed before I start paddling some more. We might catch another one over here. That's the thing though, there's several fish in these spots here. Heck, I've had it just where it just would, as soon as it hit the water and it sunk down, you get those delayed reactionary hits. But like I said, they're probably not very active right now because of the heat. It's probably like midday. I mean, I'm surprised I caught what I did in the midday though. A lot of people don't like this lake because they don't catch much out here. I catch a few. I'm not complaining. But they are probably all out here. I'd say later on in the evenings, probably we're gonna catch a lot of them out here. Well, the bite was on just a little bit ago in this spot. Now it's kind of down. Okay, I missed one, guys. There's some over here in this corner. I got a nice little hit. Using this ultralight setup is curse and a, can be a curse sometimes using this stupid ultralight outfit. These bass are probably in this shoal here. It's probably what I got a hit off of. But there's just so much hydrilla over here. You get snagged up a lot more than you normally would. I might switch to a crankbait or something. As soon as the dang camera goes off, I caught another one. All right, I see the pattern over in this corner. They're over here in the shallows. I got another one, which is not a great big one, but you know, it'll do. Okay, I see where they're at now. They're up in this corner over here. Up shallow, huh? Let's hope I don't hit no high drill or anything weird. We nailed the piss out of that. I've been using the same lure for the past hour here. But they're in here. I don't know, I might switch up to a small crankbait because this is kind of getting monotonous over here. That'd be about 6 fish so far today, which ain't terribly too bad. It's better than catching nothing, I tell you. Yeah, this bait is shot, dude. For real. I don't know how many more times I could hook this thing until it freaking falls apart. Probably underneath that tree there. But I'll throw it out there as far as I can. I really can't whip it out there that far, unfortunately. But they seem to be in this corner over here, pretty tight. But there's a lot of hydrilla over here. That's the only thing I don't like about fishing shallow like this time of year. You pick up a few out in the deep, and then you pick up a few over here as well. I think my bait's probably knocked off the thing there, yeah. Got stuck in some hydrilla. Them's the breaks, guys. Fishing late July can be daunting, especially with little jigs and stuff. Not one of my favorite times of the year to fish, but as soon as you let it hit, as soon as I cast it out there, I gotta reel it in pretty quick because these weeds are stacked up in here. Yeah, it's weedy over here. Lots of hydrilla. I'm just picking up hydrilla. Maybe if I cast a little bit further up, like over here, they might be out of the weeds, like straight away, and a little bit deeper water. Might catch one right here. You never know. Might be a bass, could be a small bluegill or something. I gotta fish like the outer bands because there's so much hydrilla up in here. It's not even funny. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll switch to a small. And no, I still got him. I still got him. Whatever it is big. Probably a bass. Oh yeah. No, it's just a big old bluegill in freaking weeds. There we go. Got me stuck in the weeds, caught another bluegill. Yeah, he hit it as soon as it hit the water. Come on, fella. Man, that was quick deleting extra. I thought that was a darn bass there for a minute. The daggum bluegill stuck me in the weeds. Tell you, that Gulp Minnow's where it's at, bud. That's like the 8th fish I've caught so far. I mean, it didn't even hit the water before that sucker took off with it. They're out here, man. They're not in here.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of lures. You want to try a bunch of them?
Oh, no, I'm good. Good.
I mean, he took off of that shit, man.
I'm after bass, not bluegill.
I've caught bass on these in here, man.
Today?
I had something big over there by that tree limb that broke me off. There's another one right there. There's another one, guys. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, he spit it. Dadgummit.
I hate spitting.
Oh, man. And he got me tangled too, the little son of a gun.
Hey, Matt. Yeah. How long do you think it takes to, a float trip from his uncle's camp to that public stream on the Greenbrier? To Willowwood. Oh, that's a good. Easy? Yeah, we could go like probably 3 hours. Yeah. That's more. All right, maybe I'm wrong. There's no way it takes. He's trying to tell me that it would take 5 hours to paddle that thing. Me and Sarah, you know the public stream above the camp? At the 4H camp? Yeah. Put in there? We put in there, it took us about 8 hours.
Oh, man.
To that other public stream.
There's another hit right there, man. They're in that deep section.
Y'all must have got stuck in a time loop. Yeah, we got on the water like exactly at 8. We got off about 4. Y'all must have got like abducted by aliens or something for lost track of time. They probably took several kissing breaks. Yeah, something like that. What? Maybe I guess I am wrong. But
They're in here.
Wrong.
Imagine we go out there, it's like 5 o'clock, and it's like time to get on the water. We're like out there till 11.
Yeah.
I need to get away from you guys. You're bad luck. I was catching them before you came up here.
We should have quit hollering.
Yeah.
I know I had two nice tugs here.
GoPro record.
You guys are the worst luck, I swear to God. I get around you or Sam, I stop catching them.
Oh man.
Start calling you bad luck Sam.
I am bad luck.
I'm just messing with you, bud. I don't really care. You catch them, you don't, you know? That's how fishing is, dude. Yeah, your dad lost total interest in fishing up here quick.
Huh?
His dad lost interest in fishing up here pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, that was something there. That hydrillid, boy, it just... You got one?
I mean, that's where the seaweed bites.
Yeah. They're out deep. That's the only way you're going to catch them out here right now. That's every hit I've had was out in the deep.
You like that blue neon rod?
Yeah, it's really good, dude.
How much was that?
$30, $31, something like that.
Walmart?
Yeah, Walmart. They got different kinds. They got a 6-foot medium action. They got this ultralight and a bigger one for a bait caster.
How long did you save for that one?
I didn't save none. I just went and bought it. It's a good little rod, man. I've had really good success with it.
Yeah.
I caught a ton of fish this year with it. Probably like, I don't
I
know.
wonder how much the rod matters for things.
Don't really matter. I've caught.
I think it depends what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like those pros, they swear by like, you know, the
They're
finesse
sponsored
rods
and
and all
full
kinds
of
of
shit.
stuff. Huh?
I said they're sponsored and full of shit.
Yeah, you're right, but
It's just like the Helios is gonna make you 1,000 times better of a caster. Like,
that's
no,
true.
No, I mean, like I'm sure it's a nice rod, but if you suck, you suck.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's all about technique and patience. You could use a $2 fishing rod and catch a ton of fish more than you can on an expensive one.
I know like that there'd be a huge benefit for buying like a $300 fin suit.
I don't know, man.
You could also, you know,
It's about on par with any cheapo rod.
but it's also like the same with fly fishing. Like, what do you think about that?
We moved spots, guys. I had to get away from them jokers over there. But we might catch one here. There we go, guys. We got one right there. I had to get away from all them jokers to get a fish. Don't know what we got here. Small bluegill. That's not bad. Caught another one, guys. That'd be like fish number 8 here. All right, we got another one. That's a nice little bluegill there. They're all up over on this bank up here. I seen where they're moving around on top here, eating these bugs. So we might catch a few of them over here in the deeper water. That's where they all seem to be up here today. And I could read this lake out fairly well, guys. This is like, oh, right there, I got one. Well, I had one. Yeah, something hit it, spit it. Yeah, we got a nice little hit right there. I tried the little crankbait, but it wasn't working. So I switched back over to the Gulp minnow, and I'm getting some hits with it. Over here on top of the water, there's some bluegills. Maybe we'll pick up a bass too. I had a nice hit there a minute ago. I didn't hit. I probably hit some weeds. There's a nice little pocket in here where it's deep and it's kind of out of the weeds and everything, so we might catch a few of them over here. I mean, I could have filled up a stringer here today if I wanted to, guys. I was catching a few over there, but then they started overfishing on top of my spot, so I moved and I nailed a couple of them over here. Oh man, that bluegill hit. Just had a nasty little hit right there. It was probably a bluegill. They're definitely hitting on the top here, killing these bugs. It's been a really bad day today for my friends because, you know, they had a fly rod and the fly rod broke on them. So now they're down 2 rods. And I'm getting some good activity over here. There we go, guys. We got one right there. Some nice fish, whatever it is. Probably bluegill. That's a bluegill. That's a nice bluegill right there. Might be a bluegill, I don't know. Until we can get it close enough to the boat. Oh yeah, big bluegill. That's a nice bluegill right there, guys. I knew I felt them hitting on top of the water over there while I was throwing it over there. Not a bad little bluegill. No bass yet today. Usually it's a good little bass spot, but there you guys go, another bluegill. All catch and release today, guys. I ain't had to use my net once today. That's pretty good. That's about 6 or 7 fish so far. But, you know, if you want to increase your chances of catching bluegill, you want to get away from the bank and go deep, because that's where they're at in the lakes usually during July and August. You really will nail them out here in this deeper sections of water. You ain't never gonna catch them near the bank, so that's the thing. There's another one. Oh, I think he spit it, or I hit a patch of weeds or something. Yeah, we picked up 2 more bluegill over here, which is not bad. I mean, the way the day's been going, it, you know, usually you catch more than 3 or 4 fish, but this has not been too bad over here. Oh man, I threw that way too short. But you never know, I might catch one out here. I'm hitting weeds. I hit a weed patch again, dang it. But it's not too bad, I guess. I saw a fish over here jumping. Try this over here, because I saw a few of them jumping over here. Plus that's deeper over here. We might catch one over here, maybe. Something, it felt like something was pulling on it. Again, you reel it slow, let it drop. Reel it slow and let it drop. Sometimes I come out here and catch like 30 or 40 fish. But it's like in the middle of the day, it's hard to catch anything in the middle of the day. Oh, something grabbed it. I didn't set the hook quick enough, I guess. But they're in here. That's a good spot right here so far. I'm gonna have a heck of sunburn on my legs, guys. I forgot to put my pants on, and we're gonna suffer for that, I'm sure. One right off the bat hit it. Whoa, man, he snailed the heck out of it, guys. Man, we're gonna have to readjust the bait here again, because he's nailed the crap out of it. But I seen what spot he was in, so I'm gonna throw it back in that spot. Maybe he'll hit it again. Right there he was. And it didn't even have time to hit the water before I could reel it in quick enough before it grabbed it. There he goes again. There we go, we got him that time. He ain't getting away from me this time, guys. Whatever it is. He's darting like a bluegill. It's probably a bluegill, yep. Little bluegill. Not bad at all. Gulp minnow in the clinch, guys. Right there is a bluegill. All right, just making sure we're still recording here. Okay, my camera shut off there for a minute, but we did get that last fish on tape. But if my camera does go dead, guys, hope you enjoyed this fishing video on how to catch bluegill in late summer. Different colors work a lot. Chartreuse, tiger fly. This chartreuse colored minnow seems to be working fairly well. And we're catching a lot of the bluegill in the deeper water instead of the bank. Usually you catch a lot of them near the bank. There's another one right there, guys. Oh, we got another one right there. I didn't even reel it before I had him hooked. That's a big one. That's a nice one right there. But if my camera does go dead again, guys, I hope y'all enjoy this video, and give a like, share, and subscribe. How to catch bluegill in late June with lures. I always use lures. I really don't use anything but lures and still have a successful fishing day when I'm fishing. I mean, it doesn't even have time to hit the water before they take off with it. That's how aggressive they are out here in the deep. But this is where I've been catching a lot of them, out here in this deep water. So we're gonna have some good success over here. I've noticed most of the fish are in this area here, not so much on the back end with all the hydrilla and stuff. Yeah, that lure is shot. We're gonna have to replace this. Yeah, we might go to the river here in a little bit to fish. We'll get back to you guys when we get to the river. I don't know if I have enough battery life to do that, to be honest. I think I just got enough battery life to come out here fish for you guys. But this seems to be a good spot. I mean, these lures ain't hitting the water before they're getting smacked. I say I had a pretty good productive day. That's probably about 10 or 11 fish, maybe more. I can't even remember how many I caught. Oh, there's one right there, guys. Oh, did he get me snagged, I wonder? Nope, he spit it. That was a fish, definitely a fish. It was pulling. Oh man, he wrecked my lure, for Pete's sakes. Oh yeah, he wrecked it good. Well, I'm just going to use it. I'm not re-luring up again. But yeah, I had a hit just now. Probably a bluegill, the way it was running. I should have brought out my Zebco out here, guys. There we go. That's one right there. He ain't getting away from me this time. Yeah, that's definitely a bluegill. The way it's darting. Yeah, we got another one right here, guys. That's a honey hole down in there. That's fish after fish right there, guys. That is another bluegill for you guys right there. I don't really want to try to lip. This one's too small. Oh, he got me tangled like a biz monkey. Well, there's that, guys. I'll tell you what, I hope you guys appreciate the videos I make for you, because I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing when I get home and going through all this video, which takes a lot of my time to do. But I don't mind bringing y'all fishing videos. It is what it is. Thought I had a hit there. It's a really good ultralight pole, guys. Don't overlook these cheap rods and reels, man, because I've had a lot of success with this HS speed stick laser rod from Lew's, man. And it has been a superb rod this year. And I only think I paid about 30 bucks for it. And it's been really one of the best fishing rods I've used this year. Right along with the Shimano Sienna I've had for about 3 or 4 years now. Excellent rod and reel combo. Thought that was one there. Nope, it ain't one. There's one right here at the dam. There we go, guys. Got another one here at the dam. And there you guys go, another small bluegill. Saw him out there jumping, that's why I got him. Always catch him. Gotta catch them all. Like Zach catch them all. That was another one I got right there. I'm gonna go a little bit closer. Well, that's probably it, guys. Well, we're gonna call it a day, and hope you all like this fishing video from your old pal Hondo. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe. I'll try to get you some further fishing videos later on. It's been your old pal Hondo from Hillbilly Tactical. Signing out. Bye-bye.